7 ways to not get sick and stay healthy. How to prevent getting sick. Prevention is always better than cure. Although most people get sick during the fall and winter seasons, the causes responsible for these illnesses are present year-round. We are exposed to germs every day in some way or the other that can make us sick. The key to not getting sick and minimizing the chances of this is to actively combat the risk factors of falling ill in the first place. The last thing you want to do is expose yourself to any more risk than you have to. In contrast, winter is a high season for respiratory illnesses, with significant seasonal increases in everything from common colds to bronchial infections. Infections of the digestive tract, such as norovirus, are also more frequent in the colder months. In addition to the usual issues connected with illnesses that thrive in colder temperatures, we are approaching the first winter flu season, with COVID-19 playing a big part in our lives. We all spend more time indoors during the winter, which is one of the major reasons why illnesses spread more rapidly and readily. According to a 2014 study conducted by Columbia University, and published by the BBC, sneezing and coughing particles broke down into small fragments in dry indoor air. As a result, such particles may linger in the air for longer, increasing their chances of being consumed by others. On the other hand, in more humid conditions, the same particles are more likely to remain intact and fall to the ground. Avoiding cigarette smoking, drinking enough water, eating healthily, receiving enough vitamin D, and other factors influence your overall health. Well, now let's have a look at 7 ways how to avoid getting sick. Hello dear viewers. Hope you're having a great day. Welcome to TKI, theknowledgeinsights.com. Being part of your fine lifestyle. Before we start, click the subscribe button below, also the bell icon, as we have more insights to share with you for your fine living. Let's get started. Number 1. Drink plenty of water. Make sure to drink plenty of water every day. This will keep you hydrated and get rid of dangerous pollutants from your body. Hydration is one of a healthy lifestyle's most basic, simple, and low-cost components. While water is the most frequent, and perhaps the most effective source of fluids for your body, it is not the only one. If you've ever tried to boost your water consumption, you know it takes a deliberate effort to make it a habit, even with bottled water seemingly at our fingertips. Nonetheless, hydration offers a significant return on investment for what many people regard as a little gain on the spectrum of healthy practices. Women surpass men when it comes to meeting our daily water consumption requirements. According to the National Health and Nutrition Examination Survey, women in the United States drink 93 ounces of water a day, slightly more than the National Academy of Medicine's 91-ounce recommendation. Men ingested 117 ounces, slightly less than the recommended 125. Furthermore, men aged 60 and above were the least likely to meet the recommendations, drinking less water than men aged between 20 to 59. The same was true for women over 60, who drank less water than those between the age 20 and 59. Drinking enough water will also assist in regulating fluids in the body and transporting nutrients to the body's cells. Number 2. Regular exercise is essential. If you wonder how to avoid getting sick, exercise is another immune-boosting activity that helps support your body's ability to fight illness. It has been shown to help manage stress and immune system downers. Exercise lowers people's risk of acquiring and dying from heart disease. It achieves this by lowering risk factors for illness such as triglyceride and total cholesterol while raising HDL levels, the good cholesterol, which is thought to reduce the risk of heart disease. Weight-bearing and strength training activities help maintain or grow bone mass, decreasing the risk of osteoarthritis and associated bone fractures. Regular exercise also lowers resting blood pressure levels for several hours after a workout. Furthermore, moderate exercise may significantly reduce the risk of developing type 2 diabetes. People with arthritis who exercise regularly have more strength and flexibility in their affected joints and reduced pain. Exercise may also assist in delaying or preventing the onset of arthritis in other joints. Walking more than a mile daily has been shown to reduce the risk of stroke significantly. Exercise appears to reduce the risk of developing some malignancies, notably breast and colon cancer. Exercising outside the home, whether in nature, in a gym or leisure facility, in an exercise class, sports group, walking or jogging club, or elsewhere, leads to encounters with other people who like working out. New contacts and friendships grow quickly in such settings. The enjoyment of being in the company of one's training group gives additional motivation to exercise over time. It also aids in the maintenance of your immune system and overall wellness. Going to the gym to work out? Use disinfectant wipes on exercise equipment, since it is a breeding ground for bacteria. Number 3. Hand washing should be done on a regular basis. This may seem obvious, yet it is amazing how many people overlook it. The simple act of washing your hands is an important part of infection control. Hand cleanliness is critical for preventing the transmission of infection. No matter what time of year, we must constantly remember to wash our hands correctly. Adequate hygiene can help to limit, or even prevent the spread of diseases. If you don't wash your hands often, germs might enter your body when you eat or drink. We regularly touch our faces, eyes, nose, and lips throughout the day, without even thinking about it. Pathogens are introduced into our bodies due to this contact, putting our immune systems to the test. Nail biting is a common issue for many people, and it provides germs with a conduit from your hands to your mouth. Dr. Schumann adds, while breaking this habit will take time and effort, keeping your hands clean is an essential first step. Always cover your mouth and nose with a tissue, or the inside of your elbow when you sneeze or cough. Germs can enter the air due to an uncovered cough or sneeze, where they might settle on surfaces and garments, or lead us to breathe them in. It can significantly lower your risks of diarrhea, vomiting, food poisoning, gastroenteritis, the flu, or even hepatitis A. Hand gel is also a nice backup. Still, it is not a substitute for regular old soap and water. Wash your hands under hot water for at least 30 seconds, before and after eating, and always after using the restroom. What do you prefer to use to clean your hands, hand gel or soap water? Tell us in the comments section below. Number 4. Take sufficient vitamin D. Another approach to avoid becoming sick is to replenish your body's vitamin D stores. It is a crucial vitamin for immunological function. According to one study, people with lower vitamin D levels were twice as likely to acquire the flu as those with greater vitamin D levels. Vitamin D, sometimes known as the sunshine vitamin, because your body produces it after exposure to sunlight, has long been known to help form strong bones by increasing calcium and phosphorus absorption. However, beginning around 2000, research into the role of vitamin D in numerous health issues began to pick up speed. While there is significant evidence that vitamin D plays a role in bone health, Dr. Manson believes that the research showing it protects against other health concerns is not compelling. Research on vitamin D and calcium supplementation has been uneven, and especially in randomized clinical trials, has been mainly disappointing, she says. The optimal amount is unknown. However, the Vitamin D Council suggests that people take 5,000 to 10,000 international units daily, depending on body weight. Aside from vitamin D, other vitamins are vital for your health. And it would be best if you never were lacking in any of them. In rare circumstances, taking a vitamin D supplement with too much vitamin D might be harmful. It can result in hypercalcemia, a disease in which too much calcium accumulates in the blood, potentially causing deposits in the arteries, or soft tissues. It may also make women more prone to painful kidney stones. If you use vitamin D pills, the take-home lesson is to do so in moderation. The advantages of the sunlight vitamin might be diminished if taken in excess. Number 5. Cigarette smoke should be avoided. Tobacco use is a proven risk factor for various illnesses, including cancer, asthma, and respiratory infections. Secondhand smoking might also raise your chances of acquiring these illnesses. People who smoke, or routinely inhale cigarette smoke are also more prone to severe cold or flu symptoms. According to the World Health Organization, WHO, up to half of the smokers will die from nicotine addiction, and an estimated 7 million people die each year from tobacco-related causes. According to the FDA, these numbers make tobacco smoking one of today's most severe public health concerns. Smoking causes 90% of lung cancer cases in the UK and the US, and significantly increases the risk of respiratory illness, heart disease, and stroke. It does not end there. Cigarette smoking is also a significant risk factor for Alzheimer's disease and osteoporosis, and can impact male and female fertility. Tobacco smoke is extremely dangerous for pregnant women since it increases the risk of miscarriage, stillbirth, neonatal death, and various health problems later in the child's life. Despite this long list of negative health impacts, it is important to remember that all smoking-related diseases are preventable. With the right level of support, preparation, and dedication, smokers may overcome their nicotine addiction and live much better and happier lives for themselves and their families. According to one study, cigarette smoke can suppress the immune system and impair your ability to fight illnesses. Quitting and avoiding secondhand smoke are excellent strategies to enhance general health and minimize the likelihood of being ill. Many people believe that the damage has already been done because they are current smokers. However, this is not the case. While it is ideal to quit smoking as soon as possible, quitting at any point in your life has been linked to improved health outcomes and a longer life expectancy. Others believe quitting smoking will take months, if not years, to show any health advantages. That attitude is, once again, completely wrong, as the repercussions of quitting smoking start in less than an hour. Number 6. Maintain a distance from someone who is coughing or sneezing. Even if you're wearing a mask, you should always keep at least 6 feet away from everyone. The flu virus is a parasite that lives in respiratory secretions, which move through the air in tiny droplets. They can soar through the air before gravity takes over, if a cough or sneeze propels them. In addition to washing your hands with warm water and soap for 20 seconds, or using an alcohol-based hand sanitizer, covering your cough and sneeze is one of the most essential and effective germ prevention techniques. An unprotected cough or sneeze can send infected droplets up to 6 feet away and remain airborne for many hours. The live virus may also persist on surfaces for up to 48 hours. A flu sufferer aggressively projecting these droplets into the thin air you breathe, by coughing or sneezing, can pollute the air you breathe. There is no practical method to tell if someone has a harmless nasal tickle, a cold, or the flu. Putting your hand in front of your mouth to disguise a cough is not a smart idea. Germs spread to everything you touch when you do this, including surfaces like remote controls and doorknobs, but also meals you serve and hands you shake. To put it another way, your attempts to prevent the spread of germs will be in vain. The CDC recommends coughing into a tissue and throwing it away. Then, wash your hands with soap or sanitizer to guarantee that no germs are transmitted from the tissue to your skin. Coughing into the crook of your elbow is the next best thing if you don't have a tissue handy. This is very simple, but it may take some time to become a habit. It's worth it because this approach drastically decreases your risk of spreading such diseases. As a result, it's advisable to keep your distance from someone exhibiting worrisome signs. Number 7. Maintain good cleanliness. You'd be shocked at how many illnesses are caused simply by a lack of cleanliness. Good hygiene is more than just keeping yourself clean, and it is beneficial to your whole physical and mental well-being. Cleaning your entire body from head to toe not only helps prevent illnesses and infections caused by harmful bacteria, but may also boost your self-esteem. We tend to feel better when we take care of ourselves. You may include numerous personal hygiene practices into your everyday routine to keep yourself and your surroundings clean. Maintain personal hygiene every day of your life. Brush and floss your teeth twice a day, scrub yourself clean, and wear freshly laundered clothes. It would be best to guarantee that the raw ingredients you use to cook your meals are fresh and bacteria-free. Cooking utensils should be clean and cleaned. Self-care is good for both your physical and mental well-being. A clean lifestyle is essential for disease prevention and control. Developing a good personal hygiene regimen may be difficult for some, and need patience and expertise, but the work is well worth it. Consult your doctor if you have difficulties adapting to good personal hygiene practices. Infections, diarrhea, dental decay, fever, food poisoning, and jaundice can all result from a lack of hygiene in your everyday routine. Dear viewers, we believe that seeing this video would have piqued your interest and sparked your curiosity. We'd appreciate it if you could leave us a remark in the comments section below. As always, we appreciate hearing from you.